Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bellingham Treehouse Yoga. Today's class is going to be focused on kind of the mid to low back. I woke up feeling real tight, so we're going to work on a lot of muscles down in like the big muscles in the legs, so hip flexors, hamstrings, quads, everything that kind of pulls and tightens against your core and your low back. We're also going to do some strengthening work for low back. And today I'm requesting that you have a strap available. So just like a dog leash or a bike tube or something that you can use to wrap around your leg at the end of class for some IT man stretching. So otherwise, I would say cue up your favorite playlist and go ahead and get comfortable on your mat. I don't know what to do with my phone, so we're just not going to have music here today. All right. As you can see, Roscoe is ready to go. And I'm going to just start off with breath today. So just get comfortable, find your center, cruise around on your sit bones side to side. A lot of times I like to kind of just wiggle a little bit and make myself feel like you can actually feel yourself pushing your sit bones here. And what you just push your hands on the front of your knees. And as you do this, bring your shoulder blades back, open your chest, and just start to lengthen through your spine. Close your eyes if that feels nice. And start to work with your Ujjayi Pranayama. So as you inhale, you're pulling air through your nose. And you kind of feel it circulating through the top of your sinuses. Nice and cool. And as you exhale, mouth stays closed. And you kind of feel like you're scratching the back of your throat with your breath as you exhale. And each exhale, bring those shoulder blades a little bit lower on your back. Just smile them back. So you're feeling this opening already start to happen through your shoulders here. And as we tap into this Ujjayi Pranayama, what you're doing is tapping into your parasympathetic nervous system, which starts to calm and warm your body, warm your blood flow a little bit. And it's even better if you can make every exhale feel like it's a gigantic sigh. Like you're just letting your week go here. Go ahead and bring your neck so your head is tilted down. Keep that breath flowing. And then back up through center. Maybe tip your head over to the right side. And then up through center and then to the left. Just notice where you feel tight today. Maybe you tilt your head down towards your knee. And then back up through center. Go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your back. Bring your palms away from your spine here. Sitting up tall on your inhale. On your exhale, keep your spine long as you hinge forward. And maybe you tilt to the right side. Maybe you tilt to the left side. Just move any way you need to move, but keep your spine long for now. Shoulders coming onto your back. Next inhale, bring your hands up high. Exhale, drop your right hand down, reach your left arm up and over. Keep that left butt cheek planted to your mat and just growing long through the left side body. Feel this in your obliques, your intercostal muscles. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, switch sides. Plant your left hand down. Right arm reaches up and over. Stay rooted through the right side. Grow. Inhale, bring it back up. And we're going to tip to the right side again. This time, though, we're going to fold over the right knee. So start to reach that left hand long. You're going to feel this move into your lower back. Again, you really got to keep this left sit bone kind of planted down. If you want to start to walk both hands forward, you can walk traction and just extend through my left arm. Then I want you to walk it through center here. Both hands can come forward and you can round through your spine. I'm going to move a little bit just to see where things are nice and tight. As I inhale, I'm going to bring it right back up here through center, big reach. Exhale that left hand down, and then the right arm is going to go over the left knee here. So feeling this extension in my lower right back. Staying heavy in your upper body here. Inhale to bring both hands back up. On your exhale, we're going to twist to the right side. So just use that left hand across your right knee, sitting up tall as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to twist a little bit further, just starting to wring out the spine. Pull your navel into your spine. It's really easy to cave into this, but stay long. Navel to spine, shoulders are away from your ears. Inhale, hands come up. And exhale, twist to the left side. Sit tall on your breath in. And as you exhale, twist a little further. Keep that length. Keep growing tall through the crown of your head. Inhale, sweep both hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I want you to go ahead and uncross your legs and come down onto your back. I'll just switch to the side for this. Going down to your backs. We're going to work through a little bit of bridge pose. Dug in the way. So I want you to go ahead and just plant your palms on your inhale. Lift your hips nice and high. Squeeze your knees together. Exhale, set everything down. Inhale, plant and lift. Exhale it down. This time, inhale, lift, interlace your fingers. Walk your shoulder blades together under your back. Squeeze those knees together, pressing into your feet. Keep your hips going up to the sky. Extend your right leg up. Holding high for 3, 2, 1. Remove your arms, set your hips down. Bring that right shin across your left thigh. Reach through and grab your knee. Pull your knee for thread the needle, recline pigeon pose. Just to wake up the outer hip here briefly. Outer hip, glute, maybe a little IT band. I like to move side to side when I do this. It feels really nice. And then go ahead and release that. Plant your feet back down. We're going to switch sides. So hands come down, palms down. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now switching to bridge. Inhale, lift, interlace your hands. Walk your shoulder blades under. Left leg can extend to the sky. Big breath. And then thread the needle on this side. Drop your left shin over your right thigh. Reach up, grab your knee, and just start to pull that knee back in. If it's morning for you and you take this class, you might feel a little extra tight right now. That is A-okay. We're going to work through it. If you find a spot like right there for me that's feeling real tight, then just sit there. Breathe into it. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, you can release everything back down. Plant your feet, windshield wiper your legs side to side here. And then we're going to start into a little bit of core work. So I want you to grab behind your thighs, rock up and down on your spine, just to kind of warm up your spine here a little bit. And then we're going to have you just come up and land into Navasana. So you're in boat pose. So boat, it's really easy to round your spine. Again, lengthen your spine. If it helps to grab behind your thighs for balance, you can do that. Your shins don't have to be totally straight. What I want is your back to be straight. And if you feel like you've got good balance, release your arms. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway down so your shoulder blades are off the mat. Your feet are hovering. I want you to stay here for the rest of the class. Just kidding. I want you to tap your heels lightly. You might feel some shaking, and that's totally fine. Just tap your heels. Keep breathing. Never stop breathing. We're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Spine stays long. Inhale. Right back up and holding high Navasana here. Spine long, spine long. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, up, left, up, right, up, left. Just keep walking your legs down one at a time, the whole time trying to stay long through your spine. I know it's really easy to curve. I have to self-correct the entire time. 2 more time on each leg. 1, 1, 2, 2. Both legs up. Inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Hold. Make big circles with your feet. Keep your breath flowing. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Drop everything down. And again, windshield wiper your legs here side to side. Very warm. All right, I want you to grab behind your thighs, rock up and down on your spine, and roll over across knees. So you're in your cat-cow. We're not quite done with core work yet, but we're just going to take a little break here. Inhale, open your chest. Feels good to stretch this way. Exhale, curling around, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. So I want you to basically just tuck your toes back into a plank pose. Roscoe's making this a little challenging for me today, but that's okay. He gets to do whatever he wants because he's old. So hips are lifting here. Hover your right toes. Stack your shoulders right over your wrists. Neck is long, so don't crane your neck. Neck is long, hovering those right toes, and just tap the right foot on the mat. We're going to move into a little adductor work while we do core. So pause your foot, and then take it out to the right and back. Out, back. Just keep moving your foot side to side, building strong into the hips here. Lots of core holding in plank. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, hold. Normal plank, probably make it feel easier. Hover your left foot up. Neck stays long. Then start to tap that left leg, tap that left foot on that, waking up the glute, waking up the hip. Bring it back through center, take it to the left and back, and left, back. Just keep going out and back. Keep breathing. We'll go for 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Take your knees wide. Press back to child's pose here. It might not feel like you're doing a ton of core work when you're holding a plank pose, but trust me, it is firing hard through your entire body. In child's pose, knees are wide. I want you to wiggle your hips side to side. Let your head be heavy here. Press into your palms. As you inhale, press into your palms. Grow wide through your shoulder blades and rhomboids. Exhale, set everything back down. Inhale to press. Exhale, set everything back down. Shifting back up to hands and knees. Extend your right leg back. Left arm long. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale to reach. Exhale to curl. With your breath, keep moving. Hold everything out. Bend at the elbow, bend at the knee. And just do these tiny little pulses where you're really kicking that right foot up to the sky. You're going to feel this in your right glute really strong. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach everything long and then bring it out to the side. If you don't have room, you can bend. Otherwise, hold it to the side and do 5 taps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that right foot. Take your left foot off the mat. So you're just wobbling around for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax everything back into child's pose. So take your knees wide. Take weight off that right wrist. So that's another variation of how to get into your core in a different kind of creative way, also while working into your adductors, into your glute maximus. Bring it back up to hands and knees. Plant your left hand, plant that right leg out, right arm goes out. Inhale, exhale to curl. Inhale long, exhale curl. Just keep moving with your breath. Neck stays long. Inhale to reach, bend at the elbow like you're holding a little pizza tray. Bend at the knee and just pulse. Everything up, up, up. Let's go 10 of those. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend everything long and then take everything out to the side. Lift that foot up. We're going to do 5 taps of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that foot. Take your right foot off the mat and hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return everything back down, knees wide. Hips back, child's pose. Circle out that left wrist this time. Walk your hands nice and long. Let everything melt into your mat here. And then I want you to kind of slither yourself forward. Plant your forearms. Walk your feet back. Tuck your toes for forearm plank. Again, shoulders stacking over the ribs. Neck is long. Tap your right knee down. Then left, right, left. So just march your knees, keeping those hips lifted. Just take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forearm plank. Hips are high. Hold. Now I want you to pull your feet towards your elbows, elbows towards your feet for 3, 2, 1. Rolling onto the side. Forearm plank, right side. So right side's like a kickstand here. Left arm extends to the sky. Option to lift your left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, tap your hip down. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. And just move. Little hip raises. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling right over to the second side. So left forearm comes down. Make your little kickstand. Right arm extends. Option to lift your right leg for a little more challenge. And then just take these little hip taps. Let's do 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to forearm plank. And then drop your hips down for Sphinx Pose. So fingers spread wide. Forearms are parallel. Inhale, open your heart. Pull yourself through your forearms. Nice stretch for your chest. I want you to bring yourself down to the mat here. And working on a little bit of strength work for the back. Then we're going to get into our sequences and sun salutations, which should feel really good after all this warm-up work. So arms are long, feet are back behind me. Squeezing my feet together. Inhale to lift arms. Exhale, cactus. Inhale to reach. Exhale, cactus. Lift your ribs. Inhale and back. So just keep moving. Let's do 5 more. Let's go 5, 4, 3. Feet are lifted here. 2, 1. Hands press down. And again, up to knees slowly. Knees back into child's pose. Set your hips down. Let your heart rate come back down here. And then prop it up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Take downward facing dog. So down dog, fingers are spread wide. I like to turn my elbows so they face a little bit forward here. Helps open up my upper back. Pedal out your feet. Really plant one foot into the ground while maybe taking a little weight out of the other foot just to give extra weight. Actually, take your first 2 toes of your right foot and plant them on that left heel. So you have a little extra traction on that left side. Feeling this in your calf, maybe your hamstring. And then we'll switch feet. So plant your right foot down. Take the first 2 toes of your left foot on your Achilles tendon, on your heel, and press that right heel down. Both feet flat. Gonna just move through our shoulders here. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, Downward dog. Inhale forward. Exhale, take Chaturanga. You can lower halfway down or all the way to the mat. Flip your feet. Take a cobra or an upward facing dog. Lift out of your shoulders. Downward facing dog. Slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. And just take a ragdoll pose here. Shake out your wrists. Shake out your body. Shake everything out. If it feels good, you can grab for your elbows. You can also interlace your fingers behind your back to stretch out your chest. My personal favorite is to grab the base of my skull, traction my spine and my neck. Whatever suits you today. Sometimes the spine can be really intense. And then eventually plant your feet, and on your inhale, unfurl your spine, one vertebrae at a time. And as you come up, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, set your shoulders down onto your back. I'm going to tilt the screen up just a tiny bit. Boop. Okay. Here we have it. All right, so we're going to move through some sun salutations here. Shake everything out. Plant your feet so your toes are just about touching. And on your inhale, hands come up. Take your left wrist into your right hand. Exhale to your right side. Inhale up through center. Exhale, switch wrists, switch sides. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. On your exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose, move through Chaturanga. Elbows, just skim your rib as you lower down. On your inhale, flip your feet, either take a cobra or lift your hips for upward dog. Down dog on your exhale. Always modify if you feel like it. You can throw in push-ups. You can throw in pauses halfway down. Take a big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, step or hop forward. Inhale to lift, flatten out your back, hands to shins or to the mat. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach everything up nice and tall. Take your left wrist in your right hand. Exhale to your right side. Inhale high. Exhale, switch wrists, switch sides. Inhale it up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. I'm going to throw in some push-ups. And if you're hopping back, make sure you land with bent elbows to be easier on your joints. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Big inhale through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop forward. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Let's do one more, just like that. Hands come high, big reach. Left wrist in your right hand. Exhale to your right side. Inhale up. Exhale, switch wrist, switch sides. Inhale high. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift on your breath in. On your exhale, plant your hands, step hop, or if you're comfortable with crow, you can take a crow pose and then make your way back through Chaturanga. And we'll take downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. Bottom of your exhale, step hop or walk your way up into Malasana. So into your squats. Hands come to heart center, and I say this every class. If there's one stretch you do every day, this should be your stretch you do every single day. Do it while you brush your teeth. I don't know, read a magazine, like pet your dog or something, but feet should be flat on the floor. If you can't quite get your feet flat on the floor, then maybe widen your stance just a little bit. Bring your elbows right in between your knees, hands to heart center, opening the inner hips here. Pretty much every emotion that we have is somehow related to how tight our hips are. So if you're a high-strung person, or you feel like you've got a lot of stress, and I feel like right now in current world climate, we all are a little stressed out. So this is a stretch you can do every day to just help calm things down in your body. One more big breath. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your feet together onto your mat. Next breath in, sit low, hands up. Utkatasana, chair pose. So shoulders are away from the ears. It's really easy to do this. Bring your shoulders down. If it means taking things wider, that's totally fine. Take one big breath. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step the right foot back. Keep those toes tucked. Drop your right knee down. So toes tucked is key here. Bring your palms just to your thigh. I want you to really fire through this right glute. Like squeeze the glute, hands on your thigh, and just start to lower down. When you're going to feel a massive stretch in your right hip flexor into the iliac zone. Really tight spot for a lot of people. If you don't want your hands on your thigh, you can bring them up. You can bring them behind your back. But I like, for this stretch, particularly because my toes are tucked, glute is firing, it gives me a little bit better balance to hold on to my leg and start to lower a little bit down deeper into the left knee. But this stretch isn't about how low you can go. It's really about firing through that right glute to really get the stretch in that right hip flexor. So take one more big inhale. On your exhale, hands come down, untuck your back toes. Straighten out your left leg for Ardha Hanumanasana half split. So if you've got the tight hamstring situation like I do, you're gonna feel this right away. Bring your body over that stretched leg. Take one more big, big, big breath in. On your exhale, come forward, bring your hands to the inside of that foot and just heel toe that foot out to about 10 o'clock. Press into your thigh. I want your toes and knees in alignment. It's just a quick early lizard pose here. Press into the thigh, really working into the hips nice and early. Take one more breath. And then heel toe that foot back through center. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee. Step back, move through Chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward dog. So same thing, second side. Extend your right leg up. Step that right foot forward. Tuck your back toes, drop the left knee. Good solid placement with the right toes. I'm gonna bring my hands to my thigh. And as I come up, just getting balanced, spine is long, I'm gonna start to really fire through that left glute and sink into this right knee. And this is gonna just be like, holy shit, stretching so, so, so deep. Shoulders come away from your ears. You'll feel this wrapping around your body, right? So your tight low back has everything to do with your hip flexor, everything. Really working hip flexors on a regular basis is going to help the longevity of loosening your lower back. So as you open, you can sink a little bit lower, but again, it's really about maintaining that strength through the left glute. Like just squeeze your butt. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, you can untuck those back toes. You can straighten out that right leg and sit back over the bent knee, folding your body over your straight leg, really waking up that right hamstring. Take one more breath. On your exhale, bend forward, hands come to the inside of that foot, heel to that foot out to about 2 o'clock. And let that right hip open, right knee open. I'm gonna press into that thigh. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, heel toe your foot right back through center. Tuck your back toes. Now we just step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold, reading that exact same thing. And I know we're moving kind of slow this morning, but just a nice deep stretch is exactly what I need. So that's what we're going to do. Next breath in, right back into your chair pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Tuck those toes, drop your left knee down. So same side we just did. Go ahead and sit on up. Find your place with your hands, whether that's high or on your thigh. Fire for that glute and just sit down into this hip flexor stretch. Maybe you go a little bit deeper this time. Maybe you walk that knee out a little bit further. Just notice how your body's feeling, how it responds to this. One more breath. On your exhale, straighten out the left leg here. Or Hanumanasana. If you're somebody that's comfortable in full splits, so you want to go to a full split, you can do that. This time we're going to take your right foot out to the right side. We're going to come up for gate pose. So inhale, hands come up. Exhale, tip it over to the left side for gate, and you're going to feel a different variation of a hip flexor stretch. I want you to turn your chest to the sky and really extend through this left arm, pressing that left hip forward just a little bit. One more inhale. On your exhale, come on back up. Walk your hands back out. Step back, move through Chaturanga. We'll meet in downward dog. So second side, left leg is going to lift on the inhale. Left foot comes forward. Drop your right knee down, toes stay tucked. Go ahead and sit up. Hands down to the thigh. Sinking into this left leg. And I'm starting to feel things open a little bit, so I'm going to walk it a little bit further. Keep firing through that right glute. Notice what happens if you let that glute go, and then if you really start to fire through it, you're going to feel a difference. So really keep that glute going strong. One more breath. On your exhale, hands come down, straighten out your left leg for Ardha Hanumanasana. And again, if you're comfortable in full splits and want to go all the way in, go for it. Take one more breath. And on your exhale, we're going to just kick that left foot out to the left side. Reach your hands up high. And on your exhale, tip to the left. Reaching long through that right hand, pressing that right hip forward just a little bit. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bring it back up. Hands come down. Go ahead and just walk yourself forward. Take a vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward dog. From down dog, bend your knees, lift your heels. Step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, fold. Take your first two fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale to lift. And on your exhale, fold and pull in those toes just to traction yourself into a nice deep fold here. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release. And on your inhale, sweep your hands all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so we're going to start our sequences now. We're going to move fairly quickly so we can get through everything twice. Lots of low, deep hip stuff, Skandasanas and things like that. Next breath in, sit low for chair pose. Hands come high on your inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twist to your right side. So hook that left elbow on your right knee. Palms together. Doing this twist to start to wring out the spine, getting a little deeper into the muscles along the vertebrae. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, planche your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Cobra, upward facing dog. Down dog on your exhale. Right away, extend your right leg up, stack and open your hip. Plant that left heel, lift that right knee super high. Good job, Roscoe. So right knee is lifting. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Inhale, high. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Hold, and then extend that right foot out. Fallen star pose. So we're going to lift the left arm high, hips high. Take an inhale. On your exhale, drop that hip down, a little strength. Inhale it up, hips lift. Big, big bend here through your side body. Bring it back to three-legged dog. Big reach. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Drop the left knee down. Quick into Anjanae Asana. So keeping the back toes tucked for this one breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind your head. Lean back to open your chest here. Squeeze those elbows together. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down into the inside of that front foot for lizard pose. So did it earlier, heels or toes to about 2 o'clock. Let that hip open. If you want to play with something a little bit different, you can take a quick arm balance here by shimmying your right tricep into that right thigh, planting your hands, walking your toes off the mat. Tuck your back toes, shift a little forward, make a shelf with your elbows. Fly that right foot up. Otherwise, chill in lizard pose for one more inhale. On your exhale, from lizard, you're going to heel toe your foot right through center. Plant that right hand down. Spin your back heel down so it's in warrior foot, opening to side angle pose. So in warrior, for side angle pose, you can either have your forearm on your thigh, just like this if that feels better, or you can have your hand down. Left arm is initially up to the sky. Take an inhale. On your exhale, extended side angle. Bring that left hand over your head, pointing towards the front of the room, opening your chest. One more breath in. Exhale, both hands come down. Pivot your toes so they all face the left side of your mat. We're going to drop deep into this bent right knee, left toes to the sky for Skandasana. So continuing massively deep hip stretching here. Take an inhale. On your exhale, stay low as you shift to the back of your mat. So I like to get my foot flat on the ground. If you can't quite do that, it's okay to have a little lift in your heel. Another thing is I'm pretty bad about my spine. I want to have a straight spine here, but I'm not quite there yet. So that's another thing to work for. Take one more breath. On your exhale, pivot around to a lunge at the top of the mat. I want you to bump that back foot in just a little bit so both feet can be flat on the mat here. And go ahead and stand up tall. Sweep your hands up high. So hips are forward. Both feet are flat on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward for pyramid pose, which will be a lovely, super, super deep hamstring stretch. Head can be heavy. Hands can either go to your shin or to the mat if you have nice, deep hamstring opening. Really breathing into this. Head should be relaxed here. Take one more breath. On your exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Lift that left leg up for standing split. So right leg is strong and straight, left leg is lifting. You can have your hand on the mat initially if you need, or you can grab your shin and thigh, working on stability, strengthening for that right leg. One more breath. And as you stand up, we're going to transition all the way into figure four here. Continuing the theme of stretching hips. Cross that left shin over your right thigh. Start to sit down into your figure four. And today I'm going to ask that you come really low. So I'm going to bring my foot a little higher up and bring my hands down to the ground. If you can't quite make it, that's okay. But I really want you to go deep, deep, deep into this glute stretch. Take one more breath. On your exhale, we're going to start to stand back up. Hands at heart center. Shifting this into tree pose. So take that left foot, place it against your right thigh. So you might be wondering, what's the benefit of doing standing balances? You're working on stabilizer muscles. So for skiing and biking, those are the tiny little muscles that hold everything in place. So when you crash, if you have strong stabilizer muscles, you're less likely to get nagging soft tissue injuries, which we all know can really fuck up your bike season. So just take one more inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to tip forward. Left foot's going to come back into Skandasana airplane pose. We're going to land in warrior two. So spin, let that left foot land kind of in a parallel position to the back of the mat. Open your arms so they're wide, nice deep bend in that right knee. Inhale to reach it forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right knee stays bent, right arm reaches. Inhale here. Exhale to cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Three-legged dog. Kick that right foot up on your breath in. Exhale. Chaturanga. Option to keep your right leg lifted. Cobra up dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels. Please come to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Next breath in, sit low, swoop those hands up for chair pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to twist to the left side here, hooking the right elbow on that left knee. Bringing out the spine the other way. Take one more big breath. Exhale, Fold forward, step back, move through Chaturanga. Maybe you have to jump over a dog. I love that I have to jump over the dog. So we're going to inhale that left leg up. Stack and open your hip here. Plant your right heel down. Lift that left knee. Nice and high. Head is heavy. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it high. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale to right tricep. Hold. And then kick that left foot out. We're going to take fallen star. So left foot's on the ground. Hips are lifting on your inhale. On my exhale, I'm going to set the hips down. Inhale, bring them back up. And then coming right back in to three-legged dog. Big breath in. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Drop your right knee down. Taking Anjanae Asana. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head. Nice lunge into that left leg. My back toes are tucked. Still working on that nice stretch of the hip flexor. Opening my elbows wide here. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the inside of that front foot. Taking a lizard pose here. So heel, toe your foot out to about 10 o'clock. And I'm going to press and open that left hip. You can stay just like this, taking lizard pose, or if you want to play with the arm balance, you can shimmy your left tricep under that left thigh. Make a little shelf with your elbows. Walk your foot off the corner of your mat. Shift forward. Drop your hips down on your elbows. Maybe you fly. One more breath. Bring it on back. And everybody's going to walk their foot back into the center of their mat. We're going to spin that back heel down so it's parallel to the back of the mat, opening for side angle pose. So that right arm goes to the sky. Left hand can either be on the mat or you can take left forearm to left thigh. Initially, my right arm is straight up to the sky. Taking a big breath in. Exhale to take extended side angle, reaching those right fingertips forward. One more big breath. On my exhale, we're going to bring those hands down, pivot onto the ball of the back foot. And I want you to bump that back foot in so both feet can be flat on the mat, kind of on railroad tracks here. Inhale to sweep your hands high for pyramid. Exhale, folding forward. Head heavy. I'm a little more open on this side so I can bring my hands down to the mat. Otherwise, I'd probably have my hands on the shins. Relaxing your spine, relaxing your head, just feeling the growth in that hamstring. Take one more breath. On your exhale, bend through that left knee. Walk your hands forward. We're going to take standing splits, lifting that right foot up. And your hands can either be on the ground for balance, or you can wrap them around your shin and thigh, or shin and calf, I should say. Sending that right leg high. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to cruise all the way up into figure four. So it's a big transition. Let the wobbles happen. All that wobbling is making things so much stronger. So go slow. Right shin over left thigh. Hands to heart center as you start to sit down into your figure four. And come as low as you can today. At least for this first one. Really getting that stretch in the outer right hip. It's so nice. It feels so good. One more big breath. And from here, I'm going to start to stand a little taller. Taking that right foot, kicking it all the way back into Skandasana, airplane pose. Opening your chest along the way. So don't fold it quite forward. Open shoulders back. One more inhale. And I'm going to land in warrior foot. It's kind of a tricky transition. So warrior two, spin it, heel arch alignment. Torso facing the right side of your mat, looking directly down on the left middle finger. Inhale to reach forward here. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Stay low on that left leg. Big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame that front foot. Spin onto the ball of your back foot. Inhale that left leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward. Chaturanga, option for one-legged chaturanga. Take an inhale. And then child's pose. Knees wide. Hips come back. Just relax into this here. Wiggle a little bit side to side. Circle out your wrists. So walk your hands to the right side here. Place your left palm on your right palm. Sink your left hip back towards your left heel. Inhale it through center. And then exhale opposite side. Right palm on top of left palm. Sink your right heel back towards your right hip back towards your right heel. And then walk it through center time. And cruise on up back into downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet. You should be feeling a little more open now. Take a big inhale through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, step or hop into your squat. All the way to the top of your mat. So it's a great place to grab a quick drink if you're thirsty. Again, hands at heart center, getting those elbows right between your knees so you can use them to traction, opening those inner hips here. Sitting up tall, take one more breath in. Exhale, hands come down, butts come up, heel toe the feet through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, resetting. Sweep your hands all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time through the sequence. Sit low in a chair pose. Hands come high. One inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twisting to your right side here. Hook that left elbow on your right knee. Peek down at your knees. Make sure they're in alignment. Give yourself a nice deep twist here. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga, remember those elbows just grazing your ribs. Cobra up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Stack and open your hips, stay or flip it into wild thing. If you want to bring that right foot behind you. Taking a nice big back bend here. One more big breath. Come back to three-legged dog. Inhale that foot high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, high. Left tricep, stay here or extend that foot out into fallen star, or if you want to lift that right leg for a little extra core work this time, hold it high for 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog, bring it up. Exhale, step your foot forward. Drop that foot down. Anjanae Asana, hands come high. Holding here, sinking into that. We're going to switch up just a tiny, tiny bit. One more breath. Exhale. We're going to go right into lizard pose. So hands to the inside of that right foot. Hiccups. Heel toe your foot out to the right side. Open your hip. You want a little quad stretch this time. Bend into that left knee. Reach back with your right hand. And grab that foot if you have a strap. This will help you reach your foot if you can't quite get the foot. One more breath. Release your foot, heel toe your foot back through center. Straighten out that right leg. Maybe back into half or full splits, whatever suits you here. Only this time I want you to twist into the left side. Let your hips kind of fall out to the right. You're going to feel this nice into the groin here. One more breath. Walking it back through center. You're going to bend into the right foot, tuck those back toes. We're going to take the right foot, shimmy it into the right hand. Right foot into the right hand into the right foot. Spin your back heel down, just like before. Side angle pose here. Only this time you're welcome to take a bind or a bird of paradise. For the bind, reach that left hand behind your back. Right arm under your right thigh. Finding your hands. And if you do that, don't sit here and face the ground. Open the shoulders back. Tilt your chest to the sky. If you want to take the bird of paradise, take a peek at your right foot. Step your left foot up. Establish balance before you do anything. And then maybe you start to take weight out of that right foot. Standing up. If you want to extend that leg long, you can do that. Eventually making your way right back down into your side angle pose. If you have that bind, please release the bind. And then everybody swing your hands back down to pivot around your front foot, pivot on the ball of your back foot, step forward, taking legs for pyramid pose, so both feet flat. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, folding forward. Nice straight leg on that right side. Letting everything dive into that hamstring. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bend through that right leg. Walk your hands forward, lifting into standing splits. Let your wobbles be your friend. Transitioning up into figure four. And if you want to stay a little taller this time, you can. If you want to play with Galavasana, the arm balance, you can. I'm going to continue to work on going nice and low to get a deeper stretch in my glutes. Take one more breath. On your exhale, we're going to come right back out of this. We're going to land back in our warrior two. So start to twist and pivot your hips open as you land slowly. Inhale in warrior two, reach it forward. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step back, move through Chaturanga. Opening your chest, downward facing dog. Last side to go before we bring it down to the mat. Take an inhale through your nose. On your exhale, bend your knees and lift your heels. Find the top of your mat. Inhale halfway up. Exhale to fold. Right back into chair pose. Sweep your hands up on your inhale. Hands to heart center. We're going to twist to the left side. Hook that right elbow on your left thigh. Wringing out the spine here for 3, 2, one more big breath. 1 on your exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, clench your hands, step, hop, or make your way through crow. Back to Chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward dog. From down dog, left leg lifts. Inhale. Stack and open your hips. Stay here or flip into wild, fingering that left foot behind you. Hips high, head is heavy. Take one more breath. Come on back to three-legged dog. Inhale. Eat a nose, exhale. Inhale, kick it high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale to right tricep, hold. You can drop that left foot on the floor or lift it for core work for 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog, bring that left foot high. Exhale, step your left foot forward, drop that right knee down. Anjanae Asana. Big inhale here. Exhale, you can keep your hands high or you can do what I like to call chill Anjanae Asana and lean back. One more breath. Exhale, hands come down. We're going to take Hanumanasana. Straighten up that left leg. Take full or half splits, whatever suits you today. But the thing I want you to do is to twist to the right side. Let those hips fall to the left side. One more inhale. On your exhale, bring it back forward. Walk your hands to the inside of that foot, taking a lizard pose here. So heel to your toes to about 10 o'clock. Let that left hip fall open. You can stay just like this, or if you want the quad stretch, bend your knee, reach back with your left hand and grab your toes. Whew, tight quads today. If you have the foot, release the foot. We're going to heel toe that foot back through center. Spin the right heel down. Left hand comes into the left foot. We're going to open for that side angle pose. So stay just like this if you'd like, or you can take a bind. Or if you can take your bind, make sure you open your chest back to the sky. Option to walk your right foot up for bird of paradise. Make sure you have balance before you start to lift that left foot. And make sure you stand straight before you try to extend that left leg. If you're up, slowly make your way back down, releasing that bind. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to frame that front foot, pivoting on the ball of the back foot. Walk that foot in the back a tiny bit so both feet are flat. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, folding forward for pyramid. Head is heavy. Sinking into this hamstring stretch. And then we're going to start to walk it forward for standing split. So pop your right foot up, grab onto your shin and to your calf to go ahead and start with the balance. And then starting to lift, hands coming to heart center, crossing that right shin over your left thigh, sitting down into your figure four. If you want to stay high, work on strength, that's totally fine. I think this is a great place to stop. If you want to come down and work on a bit of a deeper stretch, bring your hands down to the mat. You can also plant your palms, make a shelf with your elbows, and stack that shin on there for Galavasana, the arm balance. Take one more breath in. We're going to start to stand back up here. Bringing that right foot back. Starting to twist as we open extra slow, like you're moving through water. Landing in warrior foot. Opening to warrior two. Tuck your navel to your spine. Nice deep lunge in that left leg. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale, big reverse here. Inhale and reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Kick that left foot up. Three-legged dog. Final chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Take your knees wide. Child's pose here. Set your hips back. Be heavy. And then just walk yourself back to your heels and scoot your feet in front of you here. Grab your strap, please, that you should hopefully have nearby. Come on down to your backs. We're going to plant that left leg down. Bring the strap over your right foot. Take the strap into your both hands here, pulling this foot right back towards your face, getting deep into the hamstring here. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, the strap come into your right hand, out to the right side. And I like to pull my foot kind of back towards my face, just a big opener on that right side. One more breath. On your exhale, bring the foot up. The biggest thing here is to get the strap into your left hand. Take your right arm out to the right for a little bit of counterweight, and then cross your right leg over your body for an insanely deep IT band stretch. If you're any kind of athlete using your legs, you're going to really need to stretch your IT bands. Another direct cause of insanely tight backs. One more breath. Exhale, that foot comes back up. Slip your left foot into the strap. You already have the strap in your left hand, so that's perfect. Pull back towards your face here, getting a little bit of hamstring stretch. Take an inhale. On your exhale, with that left foot, come out to the left side. Pulling the strap back towards your head a little bit, getting deeper into that left hip. Next inhale, leg up through center. Take the strap into your right hand. Take your left arm out. Cross over your body. Whoo, hello, IT band. Let that just sit and marinate for a minute. Next breath in, right back up through center. Release the strap here. Take your feet and windshield wiper your legs side to side. Go ahead and stack your shins over the mat here. We're just going to do a quick spinal twist. Shins and knees to the left, right arm out to the right. Look over that right hand here. I like to use my left hand to traction my knees down. Knees up through center on a breath. Exhale to the right side. Let that left arm extend long. Knees back up through center. Happy baby. Reach up and grab the soles of your feet. Bring your sacrum down to the mat. Take any final movements that you'd like to take. And when you're ready, please release yourself into your Savasana. Take up space on your mat. Relax. Let your body be heavy. Let your face feel good. And I'm going to sign off, and you can stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers.